They told us Mexican folk healing was only indigenous in Spanish. But you can't talk about curanderismo without talking about Africa. African people were there, on the land, in the kitchen, in the healing. Their traditions are in the medicine, even if history tried to erase them. During the transatlantic slave trade, Africans were brought over to Mexico starting in the early 1500s, especially in places like Veracruz, Oaxaca, and Guerrero. By the 1600s, there were more Africans than Spanish in some regions. They didn't just bring labor, they brought spiritual and healing traditions, blending with indigenous medicine and Catholic ritual. Limpias with eggs, spiritual baths, smoke rituals. Sound familiar? That is hoodoo. That is santeria. That is curanderismo. Different lands with a shared lineage. All use prayer, plants, saints, and spirit. All masked their roots behind Catholicism because colonizers feared what they couldn't control. But Mexico wanted to be mestizo, indigenous and Spanish only. So the African part got buried, forgotten, but it's still there in the drum beats, in the healing hands, and the stories passed down the coast of Oaxaca and Guerrero. Curanderismo is not only indigenous and Spanish, it is shaped by African memory. Reclaiming that part of the story honors the medicine in its wholeness. It reminds us that our healing traditions are deeply connected, woven across continents, carried through resistance, and still alive today. Ashe, my